You are given exactly 60 seconds to answer this question. If you're done with your answers, you can skip the timer and proceed to the discussion portion to verify whether your answers are correct or not. If you may, you can share your answers as a comment in the comment section below. If you need more time, you can pause this video in any moment you want. Your 60 seconds starts now. To determine the quadrant where this condition will be satisfied, the cosecant theta is less than 0 and secant theta be greater than 0, we need to understand the relationship of these two trigonometric functions into the simplest forms of cosine and sine. Let us use here this unit circle for illustration. Our unit circle, just like the Cartesian plane, is divided into 4 regions, and we are going to pick which region would this condition be fitting. Take note that any point here has a combination of x and y coordinates, and the x and y coordinates will depend on the location of the point, because just like this one, this is actually on the second quadrant, so x should be negative here, just like that. So nevertheless, let's talk about the given being cosecant theta less than 0 and secant theta be greater than 0. We're going to determine which quadrant a specific theta will fall into. Okay? First is that cosecant theta is actually the reciprocal of sine. You need to really review on that relationship. This is 1 over sine theta must be less than 0. And secant theta is also the reciprocal of cosine. This is actually easy if you were able to remember the equivalent forms of trigonometric functions. At the same time, a little bit analysis will do. Now, this will only happen, take note that our numerator is 1. Not just 1, but positive 1, same as here. When can this be less than 0? Okay? That will only be true since our numerator is positive. This entire expression is less than 0 or negative if only one of the portions, whether numerator or denominator, being negative. And since numerator is already positive again, this could only be true if our sine theta is less than 0. Let's say negative 1, just for the illustration. 1 over negative 1 is negative, hence less than 0. This could never be positive because if this is a positive value, this will not be satisfied. On the other hand, our cosine theta here should be positive, such that the entire value would still be greater than 0. Just like 4, 5, 1/5, 1/4, all greater than 0, this would be true. Now looking into this, sine is actually the y value on our Cartesian plane. This would mean y is less than 0. Where do we see y less than 0 here? We have 4 quadrants and 4 portions of the axis. Y is negative in this portion here. Okay? So this would mean we're only going to pick either of these two, the third and the fourth quadrant. But which is which? Going here, our cosine is our x. And x is greater than 0. Where do we find our values of x being greater than 0? It's here. Okay? So at this quadrant, we will locate our theta for this given condition, and that's quadrant 4. This would mean our theta will fall into this given arc. This is how we determine the quadrant for a situation and condition where our theta will fall into. Thank you for watching.